Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll be testing a water fountain. This is by Petlibro. They did send this to us, and as always I will give you my honest opinion and give you the pros and cons of every item that I review. So this fountain retails for $35 on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. So this fountain reminds me of the Pet Kit one, but with some improvements. It has a detachable design. It holds 2.2 liters of water or 74 ounces. It has a quintuple filtration system. It has a low water auto turn off and a smart night light. So last time when we reviewed their automatic nail filer, it came with one of these free gifts card, and basically we had an option to get a grooming brush or a $10 Amazon gift card. And this one you can redeem it for either a grooming brush or a 4-pack replacement filter, which I really like these. Basically what we did last time was just wrote a review on Amazon and they sent us the gift card. So I'm assuming it's the same requirements to redeem these gifts. For a 4-pack of filters, it is $17. So basically, if you redeem the filters, you basically get $17 free. So I think that's a really awesome deal. So we're gonna use this fountain for a week and we'll come back with our final thoughts. So we've used the fountain for 2 weeks now. I set up the fountain on Sunday, November 1st, and today is Saturday, November 14th, and I have some thoughts. So let's start off with the pros. The first thing that caught my eye with the fountain is obviously the design. It's really nice and sleek looking, the white with the clear and the waves, but I really like the fact that there is the charging dish, if that's the right term. So basically you can take the whole main part of the fountain off of the charging dish so you can wash it or refill the water. You don't have to unplug anything, which I think is great. The water fountain is really easy to clean. Like I said, you can just take up the entire fountain to go and wash it, but the best part is the pump does not have any suction cups. So I've noticed in the past that the pumps usually have suction cups on the bottom to attach it to the fountain itself to keep it from moving around. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of grime tends to build up around the rubbery part. Petlibro has designed a fountain where you just kind of thread it into a pole and it kind of just stays there. The water fountain is really quiet even when it's under the low minimum water line. It bubbles a little bit more, but you can't really hear it that much unless you really pay attention to it. I also really like the night light. I don't think it adds anything for the cats because cats can see fine in the dark, but I think it just kind of adds this ambiance to the room at night. And I think the best part about this fountain is that the water lasts a really long time. So I set up the fountain on Sunday, filled it up to the max line, and I didn't have to refill it until Wednesday night. That's a little over 3 days of constant fresh water for my cats. And remember, I have 3 that's constantly drinking water. So it's really nice not to have to refill the fountain every day or even every other day. So I did clean the fountains after 2 straight weeks of use, and surprisingly, it is not really dirty. I think you can get away with washing it once a month, which I think, since it's not dishwasher safe, it's kind of nice. You don't have to wash it every week. Honestly, not a lot of grime buildup inside. There was a little bit of dirt on the top of the fountain, but that piece is easily removable and you can just rinse that out if it gets too dirty. After 2 weeks, mine wasn't that bad, surprisingly. The filter itself after 2 weeks also collected a little bit of fur, not a lot. A lot of them I just picked off, and I definitely think you can use this filter for a full month. And remember, I have 3 cats, so if you have 1 cat, I think that the filter might last you 2 to 3 months. So cons. I think the main thing that I had a little bit of an issue with is that the low water indicator light. So there's a green light constantly on the fountain, and then it'll start flashing when it runs low on water. But I think if you're not actively looking for the light or looking at the light as you use the fountain, it's easily missed. So when the fountain runs low on water, it'll stop pumping the water, and it's honestly so quiet that I didn't even notice that it stopped. So overnight, the water did run dry on the top. There's still obviously water, but it can't pump. So the top of the fountain ran dry and I didn't even notice it. So that's the only thing. You kind of have to keep an eye out. But I know now, like maybe every 2 to 3 days, I should look at the fountain. So the next con is that the filter, when they say pre-soak it for 15 minutes, they really mean soak it for 15 minutes. It's not a suggestion. I always take it as a suggestion. Normally I run all my filters under water for like a minute or so and it's okay. But I've noticed with this one, I soaked it for like, I think like 5 minutes. And when I set up the fountain and I poured the water in, since the filter wasn't thoroughly soaked, when I assembled the fountain, as the water was pumping and filtering into the fountain, it was slow, so the water started building up on top and it like at one point reached the brim. It never overflowed, thankfully, but that is something that you need to take into account with this fountain. You have to soak it for 15 minutes. It's not a suggestion. Eventually 10 minutes passed and the filter, I guess, finally got thoroughly soaked and it filtered fine. It never filled up to the brim again. So here are my final thoughts. I think this is a great fountain. You can't go wrong with it. The only thing is, if pre-soaking a filter for 15 minutes is gonna bother you, then that would be a problem. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys found this review helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye!